Here's the play!
3 wide receivers to the left side, 1 to the far side. Well, they tried to stick that hand in the cookie jar again and tried to get the blitz and didn't this time. It'll be a encroachment penalty on the Bronco defense, a 5-yarder. 9:20 to go in your second quarter, 13-0, the Russell lead.
That's 5 penalties, but the great thing is that only adds up to 21 total yards in penalties. So shouldn't laugh, but for you, it could be worse.
Second down and 9. Pump fake here by Russell, then passes to Richards, who caught it, but bobbled it. Did catch it. Gains about 3 yards to the 26. It'll still be third down and about 6 on the way. Peyton Faunensteel able to bring him down there.
We just have a flag while we were talking, David. Yeah.
Ineligible receiver. No. Well, it's on.
Should be.
That's what I thought it was, but it's on Russell.
Well, he's signaling an ineligible receiver. Maybe he pointed the wrong way.
I'll get the
first game for the refs too.
Get the clarification.
We
here.
Understand.
This
mic's not working. He's got one.
It's going to be on Russell. We'll call it a 4-yard gain there. Well, yeah, I guess the penalty negates that anyway. But not exactly sure there. But nonetheless, third down and 1.
Hello, football fans. Ryan here. We have the 12th player on defense running off the field at the snap. I mean, this 12th player is running off the field so late, even I think this is a foul. Hey-o! For more on that joke, please refer to this video. There's a link in the description below. Now, illegal substitution fouls can be pretty straightforward, but there are some elements of this play that are, how shall we say, curious. Now, when officials see a player run onto the field and no one run off, especially a wing official, especially when it's the wing official's sideline, you want to be on alert for substitution fouls. When you see confusion amongst players on the field before the snap, you also want to be on alert for substitution fouls. It doesn't mean you have a foul, but you definitely want to be ready to call one. This leads us to our first curious moment. The 12th player is at the hash when the ball is snapped, and we don't have a flag. In fact, the flag comes after the play, and it comes from the white hat. The white hat who doesn't count the defense. I want everyone to weigh in here, but because the defender was so far onto the field, I'm probably in favor of killing the play and just calling a dead ball substitution foul instead of letting the play go. I think that would have been easier and more efficient. But what do you think? Please share your opinion in the comments section below. Okay, the crew let the play go. That's fine. As long as that 12th player doesn't participate, we still only have a 5-yard illegal substitution foul. But does that 12th player participate? Maybe you say the defender ran in front of the receiver and that action affected the play, and so we do have illegal participation, which is a 15-yard foul compared to illegal substitution fouls, which are only 5. I think calling illegal participation here is a little tight. I know he runs in front of the receiver, but I don't think the defender influences the play. I don't like illegal participation here. If you disagree, please leave a comment and let us know. The next curious thing is the white hat signals. The video isn't great, but it doesn't appear the white hat signals illegal substitution. I think it looks like the signal for disconcerting acts. The announcer thought it was a signal for ineligible receiver illegally downfield. We know it can't be that, as that's a foul only the offense can commit. So we either have the wrong signal or the crew called a different foul. The biggest curiosity is our next curiosity. The game situation was 2nd and 9 from the 29 going in. The crew marked the runner down at the 26. If the crew called a live ball illegal substitution foul, the offended team could take 5 yards from the previous spot and replay 2nd down or accept the results of the play, which the team probably wouldn't do. If this was indeed somehow, some way a dead ball illegal substitution foul, called way after the fact, the offense would get 5 yards from the previous spot and it would still be 2nd down. The crew, however, marched 5 yards from the end of the run and advanced to 3rd down. They spotted the ball on the far hash where the offense previously snapped the ball, but they marched off the penalty from the yard line where the previous play ended. That previous play, however, ended on the opposite hash, so they used the yard line from the end of the run, but the spot from the previous snap. Very curious. I wonder if they treated this as a non-player foul and just added 5 yards to the end of the run. Again, very, very curious. I also want to point out the down box moved to the succeeding spot and flipped to the next down and did so with some alacrity. Granted, the flag came after the box moved, but it feels like the box may have moved a little too soon. Maybe the box moving had something to do with the crew's curious penalty enforcement. I don't know, it's hard to break down chain crew mechanics from video. Regardless, it's always a good idea to discuss the importance of running an effective chain crew and making sure that down box and those chains don't move until they are told to move. I don't know if the down box moving explains away the curious penalty enforcement, but it is a good talking point. Now, I'm going to move on over and turn the discussion over to you. What do you think? How do you handle these types of plays? What do you think of how the crew handled this foul? What foul do you think the White Hat signaled? Do you find this play curious? Please put your wisdom, insights, and experiences in the comments section below. We want to hear from you, so join the discussion and tell us what you think. And while you're leaving a comment, tell us what else you find curious. For example, I find it curious that we drive on a parkway and park on a driveway. It's curious that transportation by road is called a shipment, but transportation by sea is called cargo. I find it curious that ESPN always talks about the Dallas Cowboys, but they never win anything. I find it curious that a boxing ring is actually a square. I find it curious that so many birds have dirty-sounding names. I find it really curious that airplanes aren't made out of the stuff used to make the airplane.
If you're already a high school football official, have a great season. If you're not a high school football official, now is a perfect time to become one. Contact the Evergreen Football's Officials Association and we'll help you make it happen. Until next time, we're the EFOA, making good officials better.